We did, Melissa. Jennifer Smith says her son was outside with other students at McCulloch Junior High when they heard a loud noise. They looked over and saw 14-year-old Braylee Rice on the school's bleachers. They heard another loud noise and then saw her hanging from the bleachers. The Grant County coroner says Rice used the necktie she was wearing to hang herself. The superintendent of the Marion Community Schools says Rice left class around 8:45 this morning and was found just after 10 a.m. The superintendent and city's assistant police chief say there were no witnesses, but again, Smith says her son saw it happen. In our research, we found Braylee's name on the top honor roll listed on the school's website. Along with being a very good student, Smith said Rice was known for dressing with a Gothic style, and her son, who was friends with Rice, said today she came to school with a piece of paper taped over her mouth, and drawn on that paper was a smiley face. For Smith, she says she's worried about how her son will cope with what he saw.
He's seen it, he's seen the whole process, and he knew her. So the hardest part is just trying to worry about, what's going to happen to him tonight when he closes his eyes. That's my biggest fear.
The district didn't dismiss school today, but parents were able to pick up their children. The death is still under investigation, and it's not known at this time if bullying was a factor.
So sad for everyone involved. How was the girl able to sort of go missing during the school day without being noticed?
Yeah, it was about an hour, a little more than an hour really, and the superintendent said that students were finishing up I-step testing, and that testing is timed. So when students finished up early, they were able to go to the gym and spend some time there while the rest of the students finished up the testing.
So she wasn't missed really in a classroom per se. So, yeah. All right. Thanks so much, Stephanie.
Only hours after 14-year-old Braylee Rice takes her own life, hanging herself from the bleachers outside of her Marion school, hundreds gather in that very spot to honor her life.
Everyone in the community is almost out here for her. We loved her.
The Grant County coroner says 7th grader Braylee used the necktie she was wearing to hang herself around 10 Monday morning at McCulloch Junior High.
She had a sparkle in her eye whenever she came to our house. She always had a smile.
Marion Police and the Marion Community Schools superintendent say there were no witnesses. But Jennifer Smith says her son is a student there and says he and a group of friends were outside, saw Braylee on the bleachers, heard a loud noise, and then saw her hanging from the bleachers.
He's seen it, he's seen the whole process, and he knew her. So the hardest part is just trying to worry about, what's going to happen to him tonight when he closes his eyes. That's my biggest fear.
What Smith says her son found out of the ordinary on this day for Braylee is that she came to school with a piece of paper taped over her mouth, and drawn on that paper was a smiley face.
She was so shut down. I don't really know. I think it was depression. People were listening, but they weren't acting. So as far as bullying, yeah, she probably could have been. To this extent, for this to happen, no.
An RIP Facebook page for Braylee questions if bullying played a factor.
There certainly has been no indication at this point that it was a bullying situation.
Braylee is described as a fun-loving, straight-A student listed on the school's top honor roll, but now it's only those memories her loved ones have. Stephanie Parkinson reporting. Students at McCulloch Junior High School are grieving the loss of one of their classmates who took her own life, hanging herself from the school bleachers. On the first day back to class, several students decided the best way to cope with their loss is by rallying together.
She was bullied and she didn't deserve what she got. 14-year-old Braylee Rice was a 7th grader at the school. She took her own life Monday when she used the necktie she was wearing to hang herself. She didn't deserve to have to go through that pain. The fact that she had to commit suicide to feel the relief that she wanted.
What Haley's mother says she needs to do right now is simply be there for her children.
I have to support my children. If this is what they feel that we need to do is to make a stand, then I will make a stand side by side with them.
What her children have asked is that together they plan a rally against bullying and try to get all of their classmates to attend.
We just want someone to take focus and say, okay, this is really happening. Let's help these kids.
At the end of the school day, the girls passed out these flyers letting everyone know about the rally. The rally is scheduled for 3:30 on Friday afternoon, and it will be held just outside the school grounds. In Marion, I'm Stephanie Parkinson.